Hello everyone, it's us, the team at TV Days Drama Digest, back once again with an in-depth exploration of one of the most gripping mysteries unfolding on Days of Our Lives. Today, we're zeroing in on the complex and emotionally charged story involving Rafe and the burning question on every fan's mind. Does Rafe know who killed EJ? And if he does, will he hide that explosive secret? With EJ now in a medically induced coma and a web of betrayal and revenge spanning Salem, this mystery is set to redefine the future of the DiMera family. So, sit back and join us as we break down every twist and turn in this dramatic saga. The aftermath of EJ's shooting, a dark new reality in recent episodes. The devastating impact of EJ's shooting has rocked the entire community of Salem. Once a man feared and revered for his ruthless ambition, EJ now lies in a precarious state, his condition so critical that doctors have induced a coma to stabilize him. This shocking turn of events has left his enemies, his family, and even his closest allies reeling with uncertainty. Amidst this chaos, one figure has emerged with a burning determination to unearth the truth behind the shooting. Rafe's motivations run deep. Having suffered under EJ's manipulative and destructive behavior for years, Rafe has long harbored a desire for revenge. But this time, his plan isn't just about personal retribution, it's about finding out the truth. In an ingenious move, Rafe secretly installed a spy camera in the DiMera living room. His goal was twofold. First, to catch EJ in the act of saying or doing something incriminating, and second, to potentially capture footage of the actual killer. The camera, hidden in plain sight, represents Rafe's determination to bring justice to a man who has long been a thorn in his side. The placement of the spy camera speaks volumes about Rafe's character. It's a calculated risk driven by the need to verify his suspicions and perhaps even to secure evidence that could change everything. As viewers, we are left to wonder whether this covert surveillance will finally reveal the identity of the person who pulled the trigger. If the camera's angle is right, it might provide the smoking gun that Rafe has been desperate to obtain. But if it fails to capture the true culprit, it will at least offer a tantalizing clue that could tip the scales in this high-stakes investigation. Rafe's personal vendetta, revenge, and hidden agendas. Rafe's pursuit of the truth is not just a professional mission, it's deeply personal. For years, EJ's actions have left scars on Rafe's life, and the pain of betrayal has driven him to the brink. Rafe sees EJ not merely as an enemy, but as a man who has wronged him in countless ways. This personal vendetta has fueled Rafe's every move, and his decision to install the spy camera was born out of a desire to finally exact revenge. But as the investigation unfolds, it becomes increasingly unclear whether Rafe's motivations are purely about retribution. The intensity of the situation and the overwhelming desire to protect his own reputation cast doubt on his true intentions. Could it be that Rafe is also hiding secrets of his own? In a town like Salem, where every character has a shadowy past, it's possible that Rafe might have reasons to keep the truth about the shooting under wraps. Some fans even whisper that there might be a connection between Rafe's actions and the fate of those he loves, perhaps even involving close figures like Gabby or Jada. Indeed, the web of suspicion is tangled. While Rafe appears to be the one diligently searching for evidence against EJ, several theories have emerged. Some speculate that the person who shot EJ might have been someone Rafe loved or trusted, someone whose betrayal would be the ultimate twist in the tale. Others believe that Rafe's involvement could be even deeper. Could he have played a part in the attack himself, or is he merely a pawn in a larger, more sinister scheme? With so many potential suspects lining up, the mystery is as complex as it is tantalizing. The spy camera, a silent witness to Salem's dark secrets. Let's take a closer look at the spy camera, Rafe's silent observer in the DiMera mansion. Hidden in the living room, this inconspicuous device could be the key to solving the mystery that has left Salem in turmoil. In the minutes leading up to the shooting, the camera may have recorded crucial moments that reveal the true nature of the attack. Was EJ caught completely off guard by an unexpected assailant, or did the footage capture subtle hints of a planned betrayal? The potential footage from the spy camera offers a wealth of possibilities. If it captured the attack in its entirety, Rafe might finally have the evidence he needs to unmask the killer. This evidence could not only prove EJ's vulnerability at that fateful moment, but also expose the identity of a character who had remained in the shadows. However, if the camera only caught partial glimpses, or if the angle wasn't perfect, it might still leave enough clues to spark a major breakthrough in the investigation. The suspense surrounding the camera's potential revelations is a prime example of the meticulous, layered storytelling that Days of Our Lives is known for. Every frame, every subtle gesture, could hold the key to a secret that might turn the entire narrative on its head. For Rafe, this is the moment of truth. If he can decipher the footage correctly, he may finally bring the culprit to justice, or at least, expose a web of deception that has long plagued Salem. Suspects in the Shadows, a town of hidden agendas. The investigation into EJ's shooting has not only focused on Rafe's personal vendetta, but has also unveiled a host of potential suspects whose motives are as murky as they are compelling. In Salem, where allegiances shift like sand, nearly everyone seems to have a reason to want EJ out of the picture. Among the key figures, Ava has made her exit in dramatic fashion, leaving town for Hong Kong to be with Tripp and Wendy, yet not before inadvertently dropping her gun. Her hasty departure raises questions. Was it simply an escape, or was it a calculated move to avoid being implicated in the shooting? Meanwhile, Kate has voiced her deep concerns that EJ might be responsible for Rex's hit-and-run accident. With a venomous tone, she warned that if EJ was behind it, he would eventually pay for his actions. Such accusations only add to the growing list of grievances against EJ. Roman, ever the cautious strategist, was seen meticulously locking his gun back in a secure lockbox, a silent act that underscores the pervasive tension in Salem. And then there's Johnny, whose reaction to the news of EJ's shooting was chilling in its indifference. Johnny's cold dismissal, that he wouldn't go to the hospital because EJ had gotten what he deserved, speaks volumes about the deep emotional rifts within the family. Polina, recalling her own harrowing confrontations with EJ, expressed little surprise when the news broke, indicating that the seeds of resentment have long been sown. Amidst this volatile mix, the investigation takes a critical turn when JJ brings Kristen in for questioning. Kristen, whose seething anger towards EJ stems from his role in making Rachel disappear, finds herself a prime suspect. In the interrogation room, JJ questions her pointedly about whether she pulled the trigger, but Kristen remains defiant. She argues that almost the entire town harbors hatred for EJ, implying that there are plenty of potential shooters. Her refusal to pin the blame on herself only deepens the mystery, leaving viewers to wonder if any one of these characters can be trusted, or if everyone in Salem is hiding secrets of their own. Personal betrayals and shattered trust, the human cost. While the investigation into the shooting and the hunt for clues continue to dominate the storyline, the emotional fallout is being felt on a deeply personal level by everyone involved. Chad's frantic efforts to save EJ, combined with the uncertainty of his condition, have left him emotionally exhausted. His struggle to call the family and the grim expectation that half of them might be relieved to see EJ fall highlight the bitter, fractured relationships that have festered over the years. At the hospital, as Chad anxiously awaits updates on EJ's health, he is forced to confront the reality that even with all the medical intervention in the world, EJ's recovery is far from guaranteed. Kayla's measured updates paint a picture of a man whose fate hangs by a thread, raising the question of whether the once mighty EJ will ever reclaim his power, or if he is destined to remain on the fringes, a shadow of his former self. For Johnny, the emotional wounds run deep. His indifference to EJ's suffering, a cold dismissal of the news that his father was shot, speaks to the lasting impact of the dark truths that have haunted him since he learned the horrific details of his conception. This detachment is not merely a sign of anger, but a protective mechanism, a way for him to shield himself from the unbearable pain of loss and betrayal. The personal cost of these events is immense, and the divisions within the family only serve to heighten the overall sense of tragedy that permeates Salem. A glimmer of hope amid the darkness. Will Rafe uncover the truth? Amid the chaos, one question remains paramount. Does Rafe, with his hidden spy camera and relentless determination, finally know who killed EJ? And if he does, will he expose the truth to the world, or will he choose to hide it, driven by his own personal vendettas and the fear of what the truth might unleash? Rafe's actions throughout the day have been driven by a desire for justice and revenge, but as the investigation deepens, the possibility emerges that the truth might be more complicated than anyone anticipated. Rafe's decision to install the spy camera in the DiMera living room was a calculated risk, one intended to capture incriminating evidence, whether it was EJ's own missteps or the moment when the real culprit struck. Now, as the footage is set to be reviewed, the potential to finally unmask the killer looms large. If the camera captures the moment of the attack, it could provide the crucial evidence needed to identify the true shooter. However, if the footage falls short or if it points to a suspect that Rafe has never truly considered, the consequences could be devastating, not only for EJ's legacy, but for the fragile alliances in Salem. This looming revelation poses a moral and emotional dilemma for Rafe. Should he reveal everything to the world, potentially tearing apart the already fragile fabric of trust in Salem? Or will he choose to keep the secret hidden, protecting his own interests and those of the DiMera family, even if it means allowing the truth to remain buried in darkness? The stakes are astronomical, and every decision Rafe makes could alter the course of events in ways that no one in Salem could have predicted. In conclusion, what do you think? As we conclude today's extensive and dramatic recap, the mystery remains as potent as ever. EJ's shooting has left a trail of broken hearts, shattered alliances, and a myriad of questions that continue to haunt Salem. With Rafe's covert efforts to capture the truth through his spy camera, the possibility that he might finally unmask the killer is tantalizing, but so too is the risk that the truth could destroy everything he's worked so hard to protect. We invite you, our passionate community of fans, to share your thoughts, predictions, and emotional reactions in the comments below. Do you believe Rafe will uncover the truth behind EJ's shooting? If so, will he have the courage to expose it to the world, or will he choose to keep it a dark secret no matter the cost? How do you think the revelations will impact the future of Salem and the deeply fractured DiMera family? Your insights and theories are what make our community so vibrant and engaged, and we can't wait to hear what you have to say. Thank you for joining us here at TV Days Drama Digest as we continue to navigate the twists, turns, and heart-wrenching moments of Days of Our Lives. We hope you enjoyed it and look forward to sharing more with you in the future. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe TV Days Drama Digest for more updates on Days of Our Lives.